Good evening, morning, afternoon, freaks and geeks. This is Railuge, and it's back. Someone brought City of Heroes back up, and I am excited. You have no idea how excited I am. Making sure all my stuff is working. Okay, mic is working. Okay. So, if you don't know, this is an MMO where you play as a superhero or villain. And I am just so excited. Alright, first let's see if they'll accept my original name. Nope. Have to go with Bone Fracture. Aha. Now, this is a game I played with my friend, Zephyr. And we roleplayed the shit out of this. We created a story, which I will tell in pieces throughout this Let's Play. So if you're wondering, you get to choose your origin. This is like your archetype. This will come into play later. Bone Fracture gets his from science. Mainly because, yes, he's a former Skull member, but he uses dark powers, and he has heightened regeneration. But even though he uses the Super Dyne, mostly his powers come from worshipping Lord Atrum Unis, the Dark One. But it's the Super Dyne that really heightens up his powers, especially the regeneration. Now, one thing that's really awesome about this, there is a ton of different classes you play. It's not like your typical like cleric, ranger. You got a whole army to choose from. I haven't even played most of these, like Peacebringer and Warshade. I've not played a Sentinel yet, or these two. He is going to be a scrapper. There's plenty of differences. Mainly, like, Scrapper is the ones that are heavy DPS. Defender is your tank. Blaster, kind of obvious. Controller's like your crowd control. I'm not sure what these two do, nor the Sentinel. But the Brute is like a raging tank. Like, he gets his powers from the amount of damage he receives and deals. Stalker can go invisible. They're your rogue class pretty much. Mastermind is your pet class. Dominator, it's similar to the Controller. Corruptor, that's like the Blaster, but I can't remember what their special thing is. These two are weird. They got like anyway. So because he's a scrapper, he can choose from different type of physical savage melee. Animalistic attacks. Vicious slash, bloodthirst, shred. Street justice. Titan weapons. So anyway, he is using dark melee. And his secondary power is going to be regeneration. Because, damn. When I first played this, I did a martial artist with regeneration, and after a while, I could take on like those big bosses all by myself, and it was amazing. Alright. And I keep saying this game has the best like character creations to this day. Even like playing on the new servers, I have not been able to find any repeats unless it was designed to be like twins or something, or people doing copyrighted characters. Which, since this is not run by Cryptic Studios, they don't care if you do copyrighted characters. This is just a I did not expect it to be that, but yeah, this is just one thing that you can do. Clear all. And yes, I'm gonna have the colors linked to being black and white. It knew what I was doing. Face. Yeah, it's like there's more. There is multiple different faces you can do, and I can't remember what Bone Fracture had before. I don't like majority of the hostile faces. He definitely had kind of a normalish face. I think we could go with the young face. That one, I want to say. I want... No, this is all like actual like costume parts. But yeah, there's this, and this is just the tip of the iceberg what you can do to the face. There it is. Unlink, because he has blonde hair with black highlights. I'm sorry I'm not showing all the different things you could do. There's a certain one I want. Oh yeah, the third eye. Wasn't there a smaller skull mask? Yes. Human skull mask. This is the one I want. I know some people are like, oh god, another super villain. Can't guys just be creative? There's a story to this. I'll get to that in a minute, but man, I really like that better than what I had before. There is no detail too. That guy, I believe I had? Yes. I have a big baggie too. Now, if I recall correctly, I think I also did a chest detail on him before. But I want to do a little something, yeah. So I'm trying to see if there's... Oh, that's what I forgot. Okay. Oh, that actually works. I'm not going to do chest detail or shoulders. Gloves though. I think it has to be smooth slash bare. Oh. I was like, there's a lot more, I swear. Fingerless gloves? And if going through these are giving you ideas, then good. I might. Oh, no. I'm gonna go small studded. And you will be brown with yellow. Just to break up the dark scheme I got. Tight pants. And with your pants, they're going to be kind of blue jeanish. There we go. Lower legs. Okay, where's feet? I can't change his shoes. This is awkward. Okay, there. I can change the boots there. You know what? That actually looks better. Oh! I kinda like that better. Much better. Kinda like that. Yeah, he looks like a basic street thug, but that's because he is. Alright. Black kinda looks yellow. Blah, I mean white. You can't really see it. I'm gonna do dark red. Alright. I think bone fracture's ready. Solnoir? Oh. Ooh, I like this. You know what, except for the last one, because the last one is tentacles. I think that actually looks good. Alright. And what's nice is that you get to choose if you're going to be a hero or a villain. Bone Fracture lives once again. Alright, so, this is Atlas Park. There's Atlas. So, you have your powers down here. This is pretty much the first game to have clickable, wait, ball's already down there. To have clickable, powers to use. As far as I know. Ooh, someone gave me invisibility. Just by standing next to them. These aren't players. But, this game you have contacts that you get your, missions from. Headphone wearing, users, or headphone users, warning. So, this is the first time that your, origin takes play. You go here for magic, here for your tech, here for mutant, here for science, and there for natural. The science, so I've got to take my missions from him. These missions are just basic. There are, later on, like the next tier, there's going to be some, I can't think of how to describe them, but they're linked together, pretty much. And each villain group will have a, like, main villain to fight, like a boss. So, Bone Fracture here, he has been put into a reforming program where it takes villains and makes them into a working member of society. But not just that, but as heroes as well. Defeat all zombies in sewer. You've heard it right. So, skulls are they're a gang that worship the dead. They get their dark powers from the Superdine that they take, which is drugs, and worshiping the dead. But Bone Fracture worships, like I said earlier, Lord Atramanus. He is a Latin demon known for trying to bring darkness upon the world. So pretty much, you worship him in complete darkness. If you can see anything, you're not doing it right. So, he's homeless with his friend, and both of them are worshiping the Dark Lord. And they decide, with all these heroes and other villains, they need protection. And yes, I'll be spewing on you. Now, we'll learn more about these guys. Ah, shit. These guys hit hard, and it's annoying. Yeah, that's a constant thing on. But anyway, you're loud. So they decide they need a little bit of protection and kind of like a family. So they both decide they're going to join a gang. Bone Fracture was interested in the dark, and his friend was interested in fire. So Bone Fracture went and joined the Skulls, his friend joined the Hellions, which the Hellions is a rival gang that is all about setting fire to shit. So, part of the initiation, you have to go out and kill someone. And usually, they make it the rival gang. And if you know what's coming, you're a good author. So he goes out on the first mission to go and find someone to kill. And they come across a group of Hellions. So they ambush them and they kill them. And Bone Fracture winds up face to face with his friend. Now, of course, he doesn't want to kill him because it's his friend, and they've lived on the streets for years. But his friend is insistent on killing Bone Fracture. Not any mind control, it's just, you betrayed me, you're on Skulls now, you must die. So, begrudgingly, Bone Fracture had to kill his friend. Now, part of the ritual of joining the Skulls, after you make your first kill, you use part of their skull as part of your costume. Now, I think I'm bending a little bit of, I can't think of words. But basically, I'm, going a little bit beyond what they, did, because after Sea of Heroes went down, I was going to make it, pretty much 80 bone from their kill they can put on their costume. So, mainly because it was the look of his friend's face that's ingrained in his memory, he chose the faceplate of his friend's skull. And he's wearing that as his mask. So yeah, Oops. So yeah, the skull is his friend. So he gets up in ranks in the skulls, and they pretty much give him the missions to keep track of their shipments. And one day they put this newbie on his team, and this guy is one of the most annoying people that you've ever had to work with. He's like hyper, like, okay, go, we're going to kill someone, we're going to just totally stick a gun in their face and pull a trigger and they're going to die, this is going to be so cool, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. And he's so annoyed because this guy's causing so much noise. And then they get the typical, oh, there's a super in the building. Bone Fracture's taken out so many supers, he's in fact killed a couple, like with his bare hands. Bare hands with, you know, the dark tendrils wrapping around them. So he gets prepared. He hears the sounds of battles down the hallway. He hears his fellow Skull members getting brutally killed. And it's no biggie because they're just little guys. But when the hero gets up to his room, the newbie gets taken down. And he sees nothing. And then suddenly, I just punched that bag out of his hand and it whipped back. But suddenly, there's this whiff of air, and he sees a shimmer of a very stereotypical hero in green and yellow spandex. Now, he only got the colors. He couldn't really see much. But all he knows is that he was wielding some form of blade that was made out of air. And he felt the sting of it, like, I'm gonna say it would be like right up his chest. Oh yeah, I got a little map here. There's a zombie laying around somewhere. But, he wakes up in a courtroom. Well, not wakes up in the courtroom, but, pretty much next thing he knows, he's in the courtroom, and the judge is, here you guys are, is pretty much, sentencing him to life in the reforming program, turning him into a superhero. And he gets gripped with this shady guy. Like, it's shady even for him. And this guy introduced himself as Dominic. Oh my god, 2 Atlas Park instances are full? I have not seen that since the opening of the game. But Dominic is working as his hero partner. He's there to make sure that Bone Fracture doesn't kill, that he does his missions, and he doesn't try to escape or, like, you know, not kill the skulls, or not kill, but rejoin the skulls. And so Bone Fracture is pissed off about this. So, don't worry, I get more powers in a minute. It's not just this. But, down here you have your enhancements. which act like your equipment. Each power tells you, like right there, like allowed enhancements, which enhancements you can put in your powers. Some of them, like this one, is just enhance heal. Later on, you can put more slots in there, fill them all up to like the end. Imagine this with nothing but enhance heals. Over here, you have your inspirations. They're tiny little buffs, like very temporary, tiny buffs. And there'll be like some healing ones. This one increases your stamina, attack, accuracy. Someone has the pet, the wolf. Oh my god, that's a dire wolf. Fluffy Death, I love you. I love you so hard. And this is one of the reasons why I love this game. It's like you get seeing all these different heroes. Oh, that's close to being a repeat of something. Well, that's the thing. It's off because the belt. I think the inside of the shirt, possibly the boots. Also, it's like I'm also counting like the different walking animations, power slides. I'm sorry, I'm just taking it all in. There's a lot more heroes up there too. But anyway, let's get my new power. I can do Shadow Maul or Smite or Reconstruction. This is a clicky heal, but I think we'll do Shadow Maul because that is a multiple attack and then AoE in front of you, as you can tell by the little symbols down there. The 4 things like that's like one target. That is like targeting yourself, I believe. Where is... Okay, I don't have any AoE, but there'd be like a white circle around the power that's like an AoE around. So anyway, I'm getting Shadow Maul. Then shh. Away I go! I love it! Ooh. What are you? Interesting. Tuxedo Codpiece. Oh. So, there was a little store. Dang it, I'm not gonna have enough to buy a damage. But will I be able to buy health? Okay. Oh, really? So, yeah, that's just about 30 minutes. But basically, I'm not going to be doing every little thing. Like I said, there's like little, like storyline missions. Let's just go with that. Wait, I just realized I'm talking to normal, not science. I thought I did science. Yes, I did. I can have 2 contacts. Interesting. Okay, I could either go and learn about the fallen heroes of Paragon City, or go and check out Disappearances. I'm going to check out Disappearances. Now, there is going to be more on the Bozlok, the zombies I fought. I think I'll explain a little more when I get their storyline mission, because it's a good one. That's another thing I love about this game, though. All the different like bad guys and the super villains you can fight. and then they added even more when they did City of Villains. So I really cannot wait to just get into this, and I really want to know what you guys think about this. Did you play it when it was a legitimate release? Let me know. Give me your stories. I might even do a video where I tell your guys' City of Heroes stories. I do have some memories and funny moments. I'm going to save that for another video because I would like to tell my story of Bone Fracture because it gets real deep real fast. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Click on whichever thumb you think is appropriate for this video. Let me know what you think about the story so far. Also let me know what you think about the design of the character. I do plan on having multiple other costumes for him. Each one is going to have the skull though. That's one thing that's going to stay similar throughout all the costumes. Maybe give me suggestions on costumes to put him in. Codename Zero. Subscribe if you'd like to see the rest of this. And the other projects I have, and I need to finish some series. Until next time, stay white and nerdy.